Yeah, good morning. Hello, Jennifer. Good morning, Sharon. Hi, Jody. Hey, Rose. So good to see everyone coming on. Hey, Taryn. Greeting so far serious. All right. Good morning, Lonnie. Hi, Laura. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to the KR Daily Transmission. I'm not going to lie. I am feeling fiery this morning. I woke up so excited for, let me just get this screen out of the way so I can see you in the chat. Yeah. I woke up just like full of electricity in every cell of my body for Austin. I had a late night planning session with our team angel, Ashley Phoenix, who's our program coordinator for the Sophia Code Mystery School. And I got off that call and I was just so lit up. I was like, oh my God, we are going to have so much fun. It is going to be so powerful. It's just going to be absolutely electric. If you can join us in person, I can't even describe how life-changing this event is going to be. And if you can join us virtually, get that virtual access pass because you're not going to want to miss Austin. We're going to go so deep into that rodeo of drawing you forward into your most sovereign empowerment and really highlighting like what you really want in this lifetime and in this year for your divine purpose. So I'm really just feeling, I just wanted to come out of the gates with just like, honestly, I'm just so excited. Like I had to get that off my chest. Excuse me for 1 second. It's just what's real for me in this moment, just how excited I am for where we're going to go as a community. And also like knowing, I don't know if you're all familiar with this, but like Austin is literally on the leading edge of AI and robotics and tech development. And so for me, with my background in computer programming years ago and animation and design, and you know, I was just sharing this morning with someone, my trainer. We love to talk about what's real and what's happening in the world. It's like there was a reason why the Ascended Masters directed me towards computer programming. I thought it was just for design at the time, but really it was to get my consciousness in a place to understand what was going to happen when the Sophia Code as actual sovereignty codes were going to download into me and needed to be translated into the book for humanity to activate its divine genome. So I'm really excited that we're bringing the Sophia Code teachings to this central hub of where technology is being developed, because you know it's a really important conversation to have about like, look, artificial intelligence isn't going anywhere. So how do we, and once it's created, its existence is ironically sovereign in itself. It will self-replicate, and you cannot turn off artificial intelligence. This is why Elon Musk actually talks about, you know, with a lot of trepidation about the wheels we've already set into motion. And so with artificial intelligence. So I'm really excited to be bringing the Sophia Code as a living transmission, the teachings, the activations of sovereignty to the central hub in the US, where so much technology is being developed, right or wrong, indifferent, no matter how you feel about it. And I've got a lot of feelings about it. I would rather have that sovereign influence impacting a center like that, especially at this time when so much is being developed. So thanks for letting me share about that. And I'm also really excited because, of course, Texas is got a lot of like horse culture, cowboy, cowgirl culture. And, you know, as I've shared, I'm a bit of a spicy cowgirl. I love myself, my horses. And I just love that connection to the earth, the connection to what's real, when we're connecting to horses and the land. And you know, horse medicine has incredibly potent teachings for us about leadership. And I have often in the Stargate 2 curriculum, which I shared some of that reading from yesterday, I often talk about the rodeo of personal transformation, the rodeo of, activating your sovereign potential. Like, your ego structure is going to try to buck you off like a bucking bronco. Like, when you get into that rodeo ring of your personal transformation, like, you're going to face resistances that might try to plow you over like an angry bull. And it's like, are you going to get your cowgirl on? Are you going to get your cowboy on? Are you going to rise up to the occasion again and again and stay in that ring of your personal transformation, of your spiritual leadership? Or are you going to get tossed? It's just like, there was some quote from Brene Brown. I am totally paraphrasing her. I do not know exactly what she said, but it was something like, if you're not in the ring of leadership, your opinion doesn't count to me. Like, people who criticize, judge, attack those who lead, if they're not actually leading, they don't know what they're talking about. And that's why I created these leadership training immersives, because we know what we're talking about when we're sharing about the rodeo of spiritual leadership. I've been doing it for over 20 years. All of my team angels have been deeply initiated in the teachings of the Sophia Code, and many of them are leading Sophia Circle journeys themselves as certified leaders. Like, we know what it takes to develop and nurture a community of leaders, a community of very powerful light workers, and to support them to quantum leap into their sovereign empowerment exponentially. We know what it takes, because we are staying in the rodeo of our own sovereign potential and our own personal transformation every day. I'm so proud of my team. If you have experienced our team angels, if you've had a direct interaction with them at a live event or had a free team angel consultation, just feel free to give our team angels some love in the chat. They show up here every morning alongside me to support us and with the KR Daily Transmission. They're always here to take your questions about our mystery school curriculums. Today, we actually have the Stargate 1 curriculum study group that's being led by our team angels for the first time ever. Like, a dream come true for me, because that is my prayer for leadership in this community, is that that our Sophia Circle leaders and our team angels are going to be teaching alongside of me, facilitating sacred space alongside of me. And so today's a really special day for that to happen. If you have enrolled in the Stargate 1 curriculum and you didn't know that this is happening today, be sure to reach out to us, and we'll be able to get you enrolled in today's very special, first time ever inauguration of the Stargate 1 Team Angel support for the Mystery School. So yes, how are you all doing out there? Feeling the love in the chat, feeling everyone. It's been quite a week for me, and as we head towards this eclipse that's happening on Saturday, ironically, I will be flying into Austin during this upcoming eclipse. And many of you know I've been tracking the astrology pretty closely over the past few years to understand how to make the most proactive and empowered choices for my travel, from my business, and also just for my my personal life and what I'm co-creating there. So I just wanted to remind everyone that we do have an important eclipse coming up on Saturday. And so you might want to look at, like, where does this eclipse land in your personal chart, birth chart, and what it'll be influencing for you this weekend. But what I can say for the collective is that when we head into an eclipse season, it means that everything that you've been working on over the past 3 to 4 months, right, since we started our Sovereign Awakening New Year's celebration back in January. I mean, wow, we've been on this journey of sovereignty now for 4 months together with the KR Daily Transmission. Actually, a little bit earlier, because I started in December and then realized in December, like, yeah, this is the thing. We're going to do this as a community. So you've been really in this journey of awakening to and becoming sober to your sovereignty, awakening to the power and importance of self-love, discovering that creativity and communication is a big part of your higher self embodiment. And here we are in April, almost complete with this journey about leadership, the topic of leadership and how that's connected to the expression of your divinity here in human form. So in your daily human experience. So that eclipse is going to help you flush out and like release everything that's being everything that you're really noticing and becoming present to over the past 4 months. It's like it's going to get flushed down the toilet with this eclipse, like everything that just no longer serves you, and codependence, and negative thinking, disbelieving in your worthiness. Get ready for this weekend by focusing upon forgiving anyone that needs to be forgiven, really working through any unresolved feelings that keep getting triggered in your heart. Like, take the time to go deep enough to breathe into those feelings and make a list of, whatever it is that you're just not interested in carrying forward on the other side of the eclipse, and then burn it. Like, take a moment to go out in your backyard, or maybe you have a fireplace in your house, and burn that list of, the belief systems that you're just done with. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a particular situation in your life. You're like, I'm not walking across the bridge of this eclipse and taking this with me. And I also invite you to really visualize, if I let go of, this belief system, if I let go of this relationship, if I let go of how I've been playing small, how would it springboard my divine purpose? How would I feel free enough to express myself, to be seen in my gifts and talents in ways that previously I might have shied away from, right? And that's what's waiting for you on the other side of this eclipse, is your sovereign empowerment, your next level sovereign empowerment. So today I wanted to do a bit of a visualization with you with the Key Code Ascended Masters regarding this creatrix, healer, teacher archetype that we talk about in the Stargate 2 curriculum. So if you want to join me in visualizing this, let's call in your circle of empowerment, visualizing that circle of light anywhere between 3 to 6 feet outside of your body. Ooh, feeling your blood humming in your body, feeling the breath rising and falling in your heart, noticing where your consciousness is residing. Are you inside your body? Are you standing outside of your body? Can you drop into your heart? Can you drop into your belly? If you hear me breathing through snot, still working through that allergy thing, but I'm right here with you in the breath. Woo. And then like bringing that presence of your consciousness all the way down into your legs and through your feet and into your sit bone. Breathing in there. And then, as you feel the presence of your circle of empowerment, expand your consciousness out through the very center core line of your body, out to that circle of sovereign empowerment. And we welcome the 8 revealed key codes of the Sophia Code supporting you and your sovereignty today. White Buffalo Woman in the north, Isis in the northeast, Hathor in the east, Green Tara in the southeast, Mother Mary in the south, Mary Magdalene in the southwest, Kuan Yin in the west, and the Sophia Dragons in the northwest. I'm also witnessing the presence of Joan of Arc stepping in behind Mary Magdalene in the southwest. I'm actually wearing one of my favorite pendants in the KR collection, Magdalene collection, the Joan of Arc Born for this pendant. So I woke up really feeling Joan today. She's super excited about us being live in Paris on June 15th. So we've been planning both Paris and Austin simultaneously. Talk about a rodeo. Thanks, Team Angels. I love you. Thank you for being so brave and co-creating so much sovereign space for others in this world alongside me. I love you so much. All right. So, and now we invoke the number one master, that is the most important master to invoke every day of your life. And that is your higher self. That is your own divinity. That is your future self. All of these terms are connected to the same thing. They're all aspects of the same thing. And, somebody asked me, what does my higher self look like? Well, your higher self can look like an avatar of your ascended master self, but really your higher self it's an energy. It's the light. It's a primordial space. Like, you are literally akin to God consciousness, because you are God consciousness sequenced as your own unique key code. So if you want to visualize it as your future ascended self, this avatar of you living your best life, that's cool. But, higher self is just a term, and it's a term that's pointing to something that's much bigger than a label. And so when we invoke that waterfall of divine light flowing through your crown chakra, flowing as a waterfall into your heart chakra, overflowing as from the chalice of your heart chakra, flowing down into your sacral, your solar plexus, and your root chakra, filling up your back and lifting up your wings, flowing down the back of your head, like, this is the light of God that you are, flowing through you. And when we cast this circle of sovereign empowerment around you, what we're saying is, this is sacred space for the sovereign divine light of the God consciousness that I am to fully download and anchor here on the earth plane as my vote for a sovereign future. You are anchoring, you are embodying, you are learning how to ground that electrical current. It's pure electricity. It's pure holy fire. It's pure like holy water. It's pure light consciousness that your soul is made up of. These are all divine virtues of your soul. Your higher self is an emissary of your soul. It's an aspect of your soul that drops down into a planetary matrix and manifests your human body. And so when we call in that circle of empowerment, we expand into your soul power. We expand into your divine light. And every cell of your physical body gets to practice becoming conscious of what's actually animating its existence in this reality. Your human body wouldn't exist without the animation of your soul. It's not the other way around. Your human body doesn't animate your soul. Your soul, it animates your human body. And what we talk about in the Hathor chapter and the Mother Mary chapter is, it goes, you have your soul, which we call the oversoul. You have your higher self, which is an aspect of your oversoul that descends down like a messenger, like that dove of peace. That's why we use that symbolism of the dove, the descent of the Shekinah light, that Holy Spirit of your higher self descends down into a planetary matrix. And from the holy vehicle of your electrons, which are the first manifestation, the physical manifestation of your soul, that those holy electrons start to magnetize all the coordinates of your human incarnation. You're a miracle. You're a miracle in motion, literally in motion, because your electrons are continually orbiting, both within your body and within all of creation simultaneously, because you cannot pinpoint an electron anywhere. Do you see how consciousness is truly this multidimensional rodeo? It's so much fun. Let's get our cowgirl on. Let's get our cowboy on. Forever rodeo, right? Okay, so within your circle of empowerment, with all of these beautiful ascended master, divine feminine Christ figures supporting your sovereign resonance today, we welcome you to explore in this moment. I invite you to turn and face Isis, Ascended Master Isis, who's key code 1 of the Sophia Code. And Isis she's kind of giggling right now. She's having so much fun with us. And she's got her wings fully up, and her heart is just beaming this galactic transmission of divine love from her heart to your heart. And the message from Isis today is, awaken to your interstellar divine right to live as a sovereign, free citizen on this planet. Let that land somewhere in your body. Whoa. Your sovereign divine right to live as a fully free and sovereign citizen of this planet. What is Isis pointing to? Our activation of humanity's sovereign divinity is connected to the spiritual battle over not just a country, over the whole planet, over the heart of humanity. And as you step into the sovereign resonance that you already are, pure holy fire, it's like what I said about Austin, be fire. And there's no problem with fire. Step into the divine virtues, the divine grace of your higher self embodiment, and watch how it flips this matrix on its head, inside out and upside down. You are a sovereign citizen of this planet. There is no country, national identity that owns you. In fact, you are, as Isis teaches us in the Sophia Code, a holy daughter and a holy son of the Most High. So let's soak that in for our leadership today. In the East, we welcome Hathor in all of her multidimensional radiance. And Hathor is inviting you to feel how she's activating your throat chakra today. And she's saying, hey, your throat chakra is connected to the teacher archetype of spiritual leadership. And she's saying, for those of you who will be attending in Austin, both virtually and in person, there's going to be a massive clearing for your throat chakra, which is going to help you step into owning your message, owning the vocalization of your mission, and to stop shying away and punishing yourself for this interstellar message of sovereignty that you've come here to share with this world in just your own way, right? Just your own way, your own unique fingerprint of this light work that we're all a part of. And I'm witnessing Hathor's extremely galactic eyes. Wow, this is a very interstellar morning. Cheers, Ascended Masters. And they're saying that's because we as a planet are waking up to it's like we're finally waking up that it's so much more than just the human species that's at stake here. It's even so much more than just this planet. There's a convergence happening this year on a galactic level. And we are a part of that interstellar awakening for this planetary system. But Hathor is saying, remember, you are incarnated on other planets as well simultaneously. So what you do here matters not just for the future of this planet, but for others. Let that land somewhere inside of you, amazing light worker, earth angel that you are. Y'all enjoying this? Because I'm having fun. If you're feeling this fire, feel free to share in the chat how it feels to get that kind of galactic blessing from Isis and Hathor for your Monday morning or Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning, because we've been doing that all week. All right, let's keep going. In the Southeast, I'm giving thanks for Green Tara, who's stepping forward. And she has an insight about the healer archetype of spiritual leadership. And she's emanating these rays, these emerald green rays from her heart to your heart. And she's saying, wow, thank you for choosing to mentor with me in this lifetime so you can feel that the divinity within you is already the healing of this world. And she's saying, as you mentor with me and the Dakinis, her order of Dakini, she's saying, you are being mentored in how radical your actual physical body is as a vessel of awakening for others, as a vehicle for the resonance of enlightenment, which already exists within the heart of humanity, to be welcomed forward. Do we see this? Can we feel this? What if something already exists as a future reality that needs to be invited and welcomed forward? It would take the courageous earth angels such as you, such as us, to create such a safe and powerful invitation of grace for so many people that are just waking up at this time, to know that there is so much more inside of them that's calling them forward into their highest sovereign reality and their greatest future. And I'm giving thanks because Mother Mary is coming in strong. I'm really feeling Mother Mary, just so looking forward to connecting with her energy in France. I'm going to be doing a pilgrimage in France after our presentation in Paris, specifically with Mother Mary, specifically for my next book with her. And I'm just, oh my God, feeling her opening my heart so wide this morning. And she's welcoming you to feel how your heart can open up more today. And as you open your heart, she's blessing your heart with these seraphim blue rays and flames of consciousness that are aligning you with divine will, that's going to support you to continually pivot in your free will to choose divine will. And I'm going to talk a lot about this in Austin. Leadership is about showing up to serve divine will beyond the rodeo of your free will, because your free will at any point can always choose the other thing. But the longer you embody your higher self, which is what we learned from Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and Jesus, Joan of Arc, people like this, they reveal to us that divine will eventually is the choice of no choice, that those who are true living masters eventually identify, oh, my free will was to single-pointedly choose for my life to be guided by this divine will, which is always going to care for and provide for my mission to be fulfilled in this lifetime. So Mother Mary is supporting you to release the doubts that you might have about what your heart is here to share in this world, both in your leadership and in your divine purpose, and also just your day-to-day embodiment of grace, which is leadership in and of itself. And then I'm turning to Mary Magdalene and I'm feeling that, feeling the fire of Mags, feeling her coming in strong. Oh my gosh. And behind her, I'm watching the white horses of Camargue, which are very, very dear to my heart. They run along, there's all of these wild white horses of Camargue. Well, many of them are now with different families, but they used to be wild, many of them. And along the shores that Mary Magdalene landed in southern France, they're extremely magical. And I did a guided meditation with them, I think it was last week. So you can check that out here on our KR Daily Transmission playlist. So Mary Magdalene is welcoming you to connect with the back of your heart, she's saying, where your angel wings unfurl from. And she's reminding you that you never would have come to lead in this lifetime without the spiritual technology of your body and your soul interfacing with your body. And she's asking you to unfurl your wings and to mirror her wings that are wide open. Of course, she's directly across from Isis, who also has her wings wide open to you. And Mary Magdalene is inviting you to ask yourself before this eclipse, what are you willing to stop punishing yourself for being an angel on earth? I know that might seem like a strange question, but I have discovered over years of channeling and mentoring and coaching and teaching and leading that I've never met people more willing to punish themselves than the people who actually came here to help everyone else. Why is that? Because the light within you is radiating so brightly that it's very challenging for the world to take that in when it's addicted to its suffering and to darkness. If you can relate to that, please share in the chat or in the replay video comment feed, because it's important for us to understand that we are not alone when we are facing, this strange inner addiction to harm ourselves for actually being angels on earth. I mean, whoa. So yeah, beautiful. Thank you for that confirmation that I'm reading in the chat here. So, all right, Mary Magdalene is blessing the back of your heart chakra this morning, reminding you that this golden dragon light body, your angel wings, it's all spiritual protection and empowerment for you. You don't have to shield up by running away and hardening yourself to life. You just have to open your heart to loving yourself so much that you will serve those who want to be served, instead of placing yourself in a position where people will punish you for being who you are. Like, that is the Magdalene discernment. Even Jesus taught in the Bible, if you go to a town and they do not receive my teachings, like, wipe the feet off of your dust, bless them, and move on. Like, Christ consciousness isn't about convincing anyone of anything. It's about shining so bright that those who are ready to awaken are magnetized to your light. Of course, they're going to need support, coaching, mentoring to accept the light within themselves, because they're probably busy punishing themselves too. But we're just the angels for the job, that once we love ourselves this much, oh my God, the guiding light that we offer. And Joan of Arc is stepping forward because, honestly, Joan existed so ahead of her time. And as I shared in the Magdalene Rising ceremony, there's so much more that we're going to learn about the real life of Joan beyond what the story, the narrative that we were told about her. And as she steps forward, you know, when Joan was alive, everyone challenged her. She was constantly being tested. She was constantly being persecuted for her gifts, her talents, her angelic embodiment, her oracular visions, her direct connection to the ascended masters and angels. Like, she wasn't sharing her message at a time where, you know, everyone's a psychic and into new age intuition and pulling tarot cards. Like, when Joan had to lead through her vision and through her voice, like, she was living at the time where you get burned at the stake for that kind of shit. And like, here she is returning to us in this lifetime to, to share her strength, her empowerment, how she kept stepping up to the plate of her leadership as she rode on that powerful black war horse. She loved that horse so much, and rode into battle in front of, thousands of men with her banner. She's invoking that same level of self-love and self-acceptance for your gifts today. As we head towards that eclipse, how can you invite Joan to bless you and your voice and your vision and your gifts and your desire to make an impact in this lifetime? And I'm also welcoming now beautiful and very powerful Kuan Yin. Oh my gosh, I've been feeling Kuan Yin so much over the past 24 hours, and Kuan Yin is coming forward. I'm seeing the serenity of her face, surrounded in this brilliant white light with these pink rays of light coming out of that white light. And Kuan Yin is inviting you to be very, very gentle with your heart as you examine all these places and spaces within you that are growing very quickly. Like, you're on a very accelerated path, more than you realize. And Kuan Yin is opening up her heart and her serene smile to you to help you remember that you can be this kind to your own heart as well. But that Key Code 6 transmission is activating the same divine virtues of Kuan Yin within you. So, because what we discover is the more we step into leadership, the more we own our divine purpose, the more we have to have compassion for ourselves, because it's continually accelerating our growth. Activating our divine purpose is activating our personal growth, which means it's activating our healing journey. And she's inviting us to consider the healer archetype of divine feminine Christ leadership, which we learn about in the Stargate 2 curriculum. That healer archetype that's here to serve others, what is it informed by? It's informed by the wisdom and the insight and the revelations of your own healing journey, which deeply matter, not just to you and your own heart, but to so many people that you're here to support, serve, and uplift. Isn't that exciting to feel how Kuan Yin is mentoring us in the medicine of the medicine that is arising, the spiritual goal that's arising from your personal healing journey? Finally, we received the Sophia dragons. They're so excited. They're so happy. They're like dancing. I'm watching them dance all around me, and I'm watching them dance in joy for everyone's breakthroughs. They're saying there's so many breakthroughs that are happening, with everyone attending these Care Daily transmissions and us gathering together as a community, doing ceremonies together, taking these next steps in our mystery school for those Team Angel coaching sessions for the Stargate 1 curriculum. This is really cool. I'm watching how happy they are. And what they're sharing with me today is they're reflecting back to me. They're like, look, like, you have stayed the course long enough that this mystery school is serving like thousands of people around the world. And they're sharing like, this is a message wherever you're at in your leadership, for however long you've been leading and serving and creating and healing and teaching, like, stay true to your path. Stay true to your unique path. Stay true to following through. There are many days in leadership that just feel like an ordinary day. And then one day you wake up and you're like, whoa, a lot happened through that, chop wood, carry water approach of showing up to your divine purpose and your leadership, one step at a time, one day at a time. That's actually how quantum leap expansion happens. And finally, in the north, I welcome that holy white buffalo woman and all of the white buffalo Syrian star angels and the order of the sky grandmothers, and they're coming in strong like a mighty thunder cloud of blessings. And they're asking you, where are you ready for your higher self's lightning to land within your heart today? We think we want awakening. We think we want healing. We think we want to be free. But really, if we do really want to embrace that, we've got to be willing to dance with the lightning of our own divinity. So we welcome White Buffalo Woman, supporting and mentoring you and coming just a little bit closer, or maybe a whole lot closer, to accepting the lightning illumination of your own soul. Throwing on all the light switches of your awareness, helping you to get really sober to your sovereignty today and really excited about the creatrix archetype of leadership within you. Because as White Buffalo Woman demonstrates in the Sophia Code, she literally descended from heaven as an embodiment and walked amongst the people with this downloaded medicine bundle of teachings that we were going to desperately need in these times of great persecution. That Chanupa that she carried forward and all of her teachings that were downloaded and given to us. These were thunder medicine teachings. These were lightning medicine teachings. And they're very sobering teachings to just how powerful we are as heavenly beings having this human physical experience. Let's get inside that rodeo of thunder being medicine. What does that really mean to walk humbly with that much sovereign creative power? Thanks for taking the time to invite your consciousness to mentor with these ascended masters today in your leadership. Thanks for allowing me to just get all fiery and have so much fun with you this morning. This has been a wonderful invocation, a wonderful opportunity to connect with our beloved ascended master mentors. Feel free to share your feedback in the video comment replay if you're catching the replay. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. And thank you for your loving support of the Sophia Code and sharing this work with others. I'm so happy that I get to see so many of you live in Austin. Starts Monday night. We're going to have our opening ceremony with Isis and Kuan Yin. The next night, we're gonna have our fire ceremony with Joan of Arc. We're gonna be going deep with these mentors. We're gonna have rapid step up to the mic sessions. It's gonna be ridiculously amazing. So get your cowgirl on, get your cowboy on. We're gonna see you for the Dragon Ride in Austin. And for those of you, our beloved community members in Europe, I am so excited. This venue that we've booked for June 15th, the event is happening in the heart of Paris for our book signing and Sophia Code ceremony. We are going to light that roof on fire. So I'll see you in Paris. I'll see you in Austin, and I'll see y'all back here tomorrow, y'all, for the KR Daily Transmission. Love ya. Have a great day or evening wherever you are. Namaste.